Hey, it's Kate.
Hey, it's Joanna.
Do you like women who laugh like Roseanne?
Do you like jumping in a pool full of lemon juice covered in paper cuts?
Do you like loading a bowl at the end of a hard day? If you answered yes to one or more of these questions, you should listen to Butt Stuff on the Journey into Comics Network.
The following is a Journey into Comics Network production.
Warning, Podcastrophe imminent. Join me, Dick, on a podcast about music, movies, television, all with a taste of metal. This is Podcastrophe.
I haven't been on
I've
this
never been on a
podcast.
podcast. I remember doing one in high school. That was terrible.
I remember.
Do like this annoying Schmeagle voice, thinking it was funny. I thought it was funny. But
I just picture you. I just picture you doing it, and people are like, "Shut up, Felipe."
This was in Dale's class, man.
Oh, good old Dale's class.
Good old
dude.
Dale.
It was terrible.
I'm trying to get him to yell at me every day about Star Wars. You remember we got in a yelling fight with one another because I said that Return of the Jedi was better than Empire Strikes Back.
But it's not.
It's not. No, I was trolling him like crazy, and he was like, "Are you an idiot?" It's just he was losing his mind about it. It was great.
The best one's Phantom Menace.
I was thinking more Attack of the Clones, but okay. With that being said, this is Podcastrophe. Welcome, guys. This week, I am joined once again by Matt Wilcox.
Hi.
And for the first time on Podcastrophe, we have Felipe Tello.
Hey.
Ahead.
Whatever. No, I'm not going to do that stereotype. We're not doing that.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
All right. So, Matt, how are you doing today?
I'm all right. Been good. Been bored.
Yeah.
Been watching Boy Meets World on Hulu.
We have.
Yeah.
I came up here a little bit ago,
Yep.
and we had some Freddy's.
Yeah, good old fabulous Freddy's. You get a nice Italian beef sandwich.
I did. That was messy. That was
It
so
was very messy, but it was pretty good.
It's so great. It's the best.
Yeah.
It was decent. It didn't hit the spot quite for me, but
I think it's because we're craving pizza.
we're gonna get ourselves some Geno's, and I'm ready for that.
Sponsored by Gino's East. Not really. I wish.
So bad. I can't wait.
He's
till,
like, no, we're not sponsored by him. No, we're
can't
not.
Get that marketing hook.
I can't wait till we can get some sponsors because I have some beard oil stuff that I use. I'm gonna hit them up so hard. I'm gonna be like, guys, I use your product and I talk about it on my podcast. Good old the beard struggle.
Speaking of beard thing, I was talking to my mom the other day about wanting to grow a beard, and she told me to break open a cactus and just rub some of the juice on my face.
Interesting.
Old world stuff, man. I don't know. I mean, you're talking to the lady who I love, but vapor rub was like the cure for everything, man. You got bellyache, put some vapor rub on that, man. You got broken foot, vapor rub. Good dying, vapor rub, man. I'm not kidding. Love you, mom.
I love you, Mom.
Yeah.
Dude, no, like I don't know, but vapor rub was
It's like Vicks.
yeah, exactly. Dude.
We got some halls.
I'm pretty sure.
What's that comedian? His name's Sebastian. He's
Sebastian
like, we got halls. I need halls.
I've been eating that shit like it's candy lately.
I love cough drops.
I've actually been using it for utilizing it.
I don't. I think they're delicious. I drink Gatorade G2, the red flavor, because it tastes like cough syrup. It tastes fantastic.
Wait. Hold up. How do you like cough syrup but hate because remember we talked about how not your father's root beer tastes like cough syrup.
No, I hate Not Your
It's
Father's.
not that it tastes like cough syrup. It has a nasty aftertaste.
Yeah.
And then it just sits. It's like thick.
Yeah, it's like syrupy. But I mean,
I like the taste of cough syrup. I don't like the texture.
oh, okay. So just water it.
Not Your Father's. That's it's.
Is it not
good.
your father's or not your grandfather's?
It's Not Your Father's, and it's good if you only drink one of them, you're good. But you can never drink more than one because there's just so much sugar. They came out with Not Your Father's Mountain Ale. It's the Dew, the Mountain Dew one.
You gotta do the
That's
do.
too sweet.
It was.
I don't like
it's insanely. Wow. You know what I do like though? I like the Henry's hard soda
I was actually going to bring those up.
with
To me, they're the
orange,
same thing.
Orange soda.
Too sweet.
See, the orange soda ones, they taste exactly like orange soda, just slightly
I mean,
diet.
is it Keenan and Kel approved? Is that how good the orange?
Oh shit! you know, while we're talking about Keenan and Kel and
Orange soda.
and Nickelodeon, I have these really awesome Reptar bars.
Segued.
That was a you couldn't have set me up better, buddy.
We did not script that.
No,
Do we have any
But-
comments? Is there any comments yet?
nope, just people watching. We're
Comment.
live streaming yet again.
Give us some topics, people, to talk about.
And for those watching, once again, this isn't just live. This isn't just a live show. This is also recorded. You can find us on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and we're on Spotify now.
Boom.
We are on
What?
Spotify now.
Bitch.
So
You're
Yes.
official.
if you subscribe to the Journey into Comics Network on Spotify or any of those other platforms, you can get my podcast every Thursday.
Also, support them on Patreon.
Yeah, you can support us on Patreon. You toss us $1, you get early access to episodes. Toss us $3, you get early access to episodes and bonus content.
The
Why-
more
why
money
would-
you give them, the better the channel gets, which means the more content you get.
More Reptar bars.
More Reptar bars.
Yeah, these are like $2 a piece. So
Shit.
Oh, what'd you
Maybe
get, like,
if
did you have to special order them
if
on
you bug
Amazon?
him enough, maybe he'll get you guys some Reptars if you're a Patreon supporter. Who knows? I'm not making promises. I'm
am
just
also
speculating.
Not gonna make promises. But no, these are found at FYE.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know this was an actual candy.
these were a Black Friday purchase,
Turns your tongue green.
just like the show.
Reptar.
For those listening and watching, if you remember the old Nickelodeon show Rugrats, there's this fictional character within the fictional universe called Reptar. He was basically like a Godzilla spoof.
It's like a Godzilla Barney spoof.
Yeah, and so in the show they had Reptar bars. I can't remember exactly what the plot, how they were used as a plot device, but they were used for like an entire episode.
Didn't like Tommy just really want a Reptar bar? So like
Probably.
I think he was in like a supermarket trying to like get a Reptar bar.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Something like
Angelica
that.
was bragging about having a Reptar bar, and I think that's what started it. I think it's like Angelica came in with like a Reptar bar. It's like, oh, look what I got.
Have
And
you heard
Tommy's
the, like-
I want it.
Have you heard like the awful theories about like?
That's fan made. No, about like Stu,
The-
like the whole still baby born whatever.
Yeah, dude, that's dark ass shit.
Yeah, it is. It really
I think
is.
that was fan made.
All of it's
though,
like
but-
in Angelica's head. All the kids, it's like
yeah.
it's kind of like the Jar Jar Binks theory.
That's not a theory though. That's like fact.
You hear that, Hannah?
I'm calling you out, Hannah. Jar Jar Binks is the puppet master of the whole Star Wars situation, man. I'm telling you.
He's existed since the Old Republic. He is Revan.
Who is this, Hannah?
Hannah Carbo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like anytime you mention Jar Jar Binks, like you mention this theory, you troll her. She just goes, "Shut the fuck up! Just shut up right now."
The thing is, it's such a solid theory.
All because of poor editing choices.
Yeah, like, fucking Jar Jar Binks. All right, so let's rip into this
Yeah,
fucking
rip
Reptar bar.
open that,
You
Felipe.
guys get to share, and I get a full one.
Oh, that's fair.
I need to watch my figure anyway.
So we're opening this up.
Hey, you want to like?
Hey, Miranda just pointed at you, says you better give her some.
Come in here and get some.
If you want some, come get some.
All right, so it's broken up into little.
Who's the actual manufacturer though? Is it like Hershey's or Nestle? Or?
Nickelodeon.
It says Nickelodeon.
Really? They just have their own chocolate confectionery place. Huh?
FYE exclusive. Step 1, tear open. Step 2, chomp. 3,
Roar like
roar
Reptar.
like Reptar.
Okay, that's the actual instructions.
Yeah,
Tear open, chomp, roar like Reptar.
that's why I said it, Felipe.
So mean.
You see, this is his character on Roommates, except real life.
Oh, okay. You want to eat this like Lady in the Tramp style?
No.
Okay.
I just broke one off, you know.
Okay.
Just give me a little,
I
like
already
a little
see
square.
the green goo inside.
Yeah.
I already see the green goo inside.
Kristen, you want some of this
So-
Reptar bar?
All right, I'm going in.
Okay. This is the chomping part.
Give her a whirl.
Cheers.
Ah,
Touch your
cheers.
tips.
Those more in my shaft region, see? they scuffed it up. You can't see that. Just trust me.
Dude, I don't know, but I can taste like the green dye. What's that? You know what I'm talking about?
This is my hardcore
Like that
milk chocolate.
like the slight
Yeah, I
chemical,
know.
like that It's like chemical taste. Come here. You can taste it.
I just called my girlfriend over here like a dog.
Okay, so who's going to do the roaring like Reptar?
That'd be me. I'm about to. There, that's my Reptar roar. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen Rugrats.
Dude.
I don't even remember.
I don't even know how Reptar sounds like. It's like, roar like Reptar.
I'll be honest with you. I wasn't a huge Rugrats fan.
Really?
I was more of a Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron.
You know, I never got into Danny Phantom.
I love Danny Phantom.
By the time like Danny Phantom was the thing, I was just like over like the whole, I don't know, like cartoon thing. Like I'm not, you know, I don't know. You know,
I've never been over cartoons.
but you get what I'm saying. Like you get to the point where it's just like,
Well, here's the thing. I started to get over cartoons, and then all of a sudden Avatar The Last Airbender came out,
okay,
and that sucked me back into cartoons.
yeah.
And then I
yeah.
got into adult cartoons like Futurama and South
Hentai.
Park. Not quite there.
Tentacle cock. Oh, wait. They're
And then-
cartoons.
huh?
It's okay, buddy.
What?
But then I was into Dragon Ball Z, and then I watched
Yeah.
One Punch Man.
Dude, One Punch Man.
One Punch Man is
I still haven't watched
sweet.
One Punch Man.
Watch One Punch Man. Good shit. Watch One Punch Man.
Oh, dude, you know what I liked was Dexter's Laboratory. I mean, it's not Nickelodeon, but I love that.
You got the Podfather chicken.
I literally just read that and I was waving.
What's up, Podfather? How you doing, Nate? Hey, hit me up sometime if you want me on the Journey to Comics and some other stuff, because I'm down. I'm down like Charlie Brown when he tries to kick a football.
It's not hungry.
A little bit.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I'll say the rest.
Oh my God!
He just threw the chocolate
Keep
bar
the
across,
chocolate, you
and it's
filthy
so-
animal.
Miranda sent me a text saying, "Whatever you don't eat, I'll finish." So I just broke off a piece and I'm just like, threw it in.
He didn't just throw it at her. He fucking hit her right in the goddamn
Okay.
eye.
Totally irrelevant question, but the other day, my brother and I.
He doesn't give a shit. He's just moving on.
All right, next topic. God damn it, we understand.
Okay, so I just popped up, but like, okay, so you guys know Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
You guys been watching it? So my brother and I were arguing who would win, 11 versus Matilda.
Matilda.
For those who don't remember Matilda, it's like older movie, telekinesis. Because here's the theory, right? So here's our theory, right? So 11, she's.
I feel like I saw this. I saw this.
She's like merciless.
conversation.
She's actually killed people, but if you notice,
Yes.
her using her power takes a lot away from her, like a lot. Versus Matilda, she's moving people around like nothing, like just, and it doesn't take anything over.
Matilda
but
don't give a
Matilda's
shit.
more of a pacifist.
You're
though.
totally going to spill that water in like 2
Probably.
seconds.
But Matilda's more of a pacifist. I don't know if she has it in her to actually like harm people.
We're not
I don't know.
characteristics aside. We're talking straight powers. Matilda's got it in the bag. She doesn't get strained. She doesn't get weakened by using
She's
her
not
powers.
fatigued. No.
So Matilda's just gonna rock her like she rocks Danny DeVito in that movie. All right.
But you bring her in a jokey, like a closet. GG, bro. I'm just saying, like that was her biggest fear.
What's 11 got to fear?
A lot of things.
She fears a fucking demidog.
Friends don't lie.
There's no lie.
I love that show. Watch Stranger Things.
Yeah, it was a really
good
good
show.
show. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of people that told me they didn't like season 2 as much. I liked it just as much as the first season.
I liked it except for that one episode that felt out of
Episode
place.
7.
Yeah.
Everyone hates episode
I
7.
don't hate it, but like
It's-
I just want to see where it's gonna go.
Well,
You know?
I heard rumors that it was probably going to be like a spin-off series.
Yeah.
But due to the unpopularity of it, maybe they're not going to do that
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, kind of like the series that follows like other kids that dealt with the whole experimentation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or maybe kind of like an introduction to those other kids, but like it was just so unpopular
Yeah.
because it was unnecessary.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why the hell is she there? Literally, the only necessary part of that episode was when she was there for like the last 5 minutes of that episode, where she's just like, I kind of screwed up. I need to go back now. That's really the only emphasis. It's like, oh, cool, she pulled a train. Dope.
Man, if she watched a few episodes of Barney, she'd know what friendship means.
Or
It's so good to have you on the podcast, Felipe.
Reptar. Who needs Barney when you, have
like,
Reptar?
Everybody I've seen talk about Stranger Things, it's like in love, obsessed with the show. I like the show, but I'm not obsessed with it like a lot of people are. Normally, when I get into a show, like I'm like, yeah. Like, I mean, look at me in Game of Thrones. Like, I fucking love Game of Thrones, but
I haven't got into Game of Thrones yet.
I haven't seen any of Game of Thrones.
You guys need to.
I know.
You guys need to.
With Stranger Things, I really liked it, but I mean, like after I was done with it, I was just kind of like, it was good. Nothing like spectacular. The kids are good actors. The writing's fun, but again, it's just a giant TV show to add for D&D.
Yeah,
but I'm still convinced that the main villain for season 2 that's going to come back, obviously, is Cthulhu. I don't care what anybody says. It's Cthulhu, man.
More like a Cthulhu xenomorph alien combo.
Yeah.
Because look at the head. It was like all like...
It's got that elongated.
Listen, man, how do you know this elongated head might also be tentacles, bro?
And we're back to tentacle cock porn.
Yep. It's all a circle,
It's all
brother.
a circle, man. We always talk about dicks on this show.
One giant conspiracy, man.
And dicks on dicks on
It's
dicks.
all dicks in the end.
Awkward silence.
Kaya likes your shirt, and she's wondering if you saw the new trailer. I have not.
New trailer
For Jurassic World.
Yeah, I saw it.
I guess let's talk about it. I haven't seen it.
So, I wish I would have. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park. Like, I got the shirt, but I also have custom shoes that actually have like the logo on them.
I know those.
The reason why is because like Jurassic Park was like what got me into like movies. Like ever since the first one, it's more of a nostalgic thing.
The first one was so insane,
dude. It was great, and like the composing of the music.
It's John Williams.
Yes,
of course.
Dude,
John Williams is fucking
awesome,
man.
Like
Star Wars.
Yes.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, he's done other movies too besides Star Wars.
Did he
What's
do
like
Indiana
another?
Jones?
I think he did Indiana Jones, but I'm thinking of something else that he's like insanely popular for besides like Star Wars.
You guys talk, and I'll research.
Look it up. I haven't seen the Jurassic World. What is it? Jurassic World Forever?
Fallen Kingdom.
Not Forever.
The new one. Jurassic.
That's like the opposite of Forever. Jurassic Fallen Kingdom. I guess it's ending. I haven't even seen Jurassic World.
Oh, dude, it's great.
But I've never really been into Jurassic Park. I liked the first one, but I was kind of like with it. I didn't really like the book. Yes, it is a book, people.
James Patterson.
Is it James Patterson?
Yeah.
He writes fucking everything, man. He writes everything.
I'm pretty sure it is. Oh no!
Look that up too, Wayne.
No,
who wrote the Jurassic Park?
So my brother and I watched it like
who
8
wrote the
times.
book for Jurassic Park?
Michael Crichton.
Oh, why did I say James Patterson?
I don't know, because he writes everything.
Yeah, right?
All right.
Errol Stein.
It's Goosebumps.
Wow, he's got a huge list of movies he's
they're like he's got a lot of well-known ones.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh shit.
The Patriot, AI, Artificial Intelligence, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm guessing all the Harry Potter movies. Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal, War of the Worlds,
Bunch of stuff.
Indiana Jones, of course, Adventures of Tintin, Lincoln.
That's the one with Daniel Day-Lewis.
I was thinking of the one where he's like fighting vampires.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Matt, you have
seen
a special connection to Abraham Lincoln, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Home Alone 2.
Oh, yes, I do. Never mind. Abe Lincoln 591, brother. Yeah.
Holy shit, he did the score for Hook.
I love that movie.
Who doesn't love that movie?
I've never seen it.
You haven't seen Hook? It's the one where Robert Williams plays Peter Pan, but as an adult. And he has to go back to Neverland.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. I've just never seen it. Yeah, okay,
super good. It's got Julia Roberts, too. She plays Tinkerbell.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, wow, he did The Witches of Eastwick.
I have no idea what that movie is.
I've never seen that movie, but however, I have seen the porn spoof, the Witches of Breastwick.
I was going to have something about the witches that eat dick. That was my porn.
He did E.T. Moving on. Superman, 1978. Jaws 2. I'm guessing Jaws 1. Yes, there it is.
Yep. That's the other one I was thinking of. I was like, John Williams. What else has he done besides Star Wars? Because every time anyone says John Williams, they're like,
basically, anyone that has amazing quotes, more than likely,
Daddy's Gone a-Huntin'.
What?
I don't know. I just saw it.
So the sequel to Old Yeller. It's all to kill them red dogs.
Oh, Jesus.
This time it's for real.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh, my God.
Back in.
He's Dog the Bounty Hunter. I am
It's a doggone good time.
All right, let's please move on.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
All right, but no, I haven't seen the Jurassic World trailer. Again, I'm not a huge fan. A lot of people are, though. I'm more excited for Infinity War.
Dude, Infinity War.
Oh, definitely.
My brother's not here. He would be all over this right now.
But Infinity War looks good. As far as other movies, though, they haven't really released any. Black Panther looks good,
Black
too.
Panther looks great. I want to talk about a movie.
What's that?
It's Matt Damon. Downsizing. Have you guys seen the trailer for
That
that?
looks good.
Yeah, I seen it.
I want to see that, actually. It's got Kristen Wiig, too.
Awesome.
And Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, yeah. I like both of them.
Yep.
So,
Good old SNL cast.
I'm down for that.
Former cast members, I should say.
I mean, I was sold at Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
There was speaking of Matt Damon, there was a video I saw where they took, you know, all those movies where he gets saved. He always has to get saved. Matt Damon's character always has to get saved.
Yeah, they took the overall budget.
The overall
billions
budget
of dollars to save Matt Damon. Quit sending this man places.
Yeah, clearly this guy can't handle his shit.
Let's shrink.
Okay.
Okay, so the idea is to shrink him. Now he's going to get lost in your pocket. But at least finding him is going to be free. You know? So I'm just saying.
To me, the downsizing movie looks kind of like a more comedic version of like The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Dude, that's such a good underrated movie.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Because like, you know, it's about someone kind of doing a self-discovery thing, and Matt Damon is doing that, you know, just with like he's at a hospital and they bring him up like one saltine cracker and it's like the size of his whole body. You know?
Yeah.
The bottle of water, that's how they solve like world thirst, you know, like it looks like a fun time, but it also looks like it's gonna have like the serious tones that make you go, you know what, I'm living my life wrong. I need to.
Speaking of the bottled water thing, my mind just went to like that movie Ants.
Oh, wow.
The water bubble. I don't know.
The one with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that apparently is like a ripoff of the Bug's Life.
Dude,
apparently.
It
No,
was.
they both came out roughly at the same time.
Ants came out shortly after Bug's Life.
Yeah, and it's not.
It's nothing. It's not the same, but at the same time, it's just
a
like
strictly kids movie either.
Yeah.
It's pretty violent.
it's very DreamWorks, because
Yeah,
I think Ants it was DreamWorks.
It was.
And DreamWorks does a lot of more adult content. That's where Shrek comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They try
And
to
then-
connect. They try to bridge the gap so their parents can watch too. and not
Same
feel
with
like
like
total asshole.
How to Train Your Dragon and
Oh,
shit.
I love How to Train
Your Dragon,
Those
Kung Fu
movies were
Panda,
great.
those ones. So yeah, they bridge between adults and kids pretty well. But Bug's Life, top notch movie. It's a good movie.
It's Pixar.
Yeah, Pixar does great work.
You can't go wrong with Pixar.
Best Pixar movie. What's the best Pixar movie?
My Wally.
Wally is so
I
good.
haven't
Wally's
seen
so good.
Wally.
I love Wally. I also love Up.
Up is good.
Up was
Up
really
is so
good.
freaking sad at the beginning.
The Incredibles.
They're coming out the second one.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Finding Nemo. I would have to. I'll have to put it to Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo was great. Finding Dory was all right.
Yeah,
Finding
it
Dory was okay.
It was okay, but Finding Nemo was
Better than I expected.
It was way better than I expected. I'll give it that. But Finding Nemo was better.
Finding Nemo was pretty good.
Honestly, yeah.
I still like Wally though. It's probably my favorite
Dude,
one.
Wally's great.
If I had to pick a best one, I'll have to go all the way back to the first, and that was Toy Story.
Toy Story.
See, personally, what makes
Toy
Wally
Story's
good
good.
is what makes Wally good for me is like the protagonist is Wally, but the fact that they use
Yeah.
it's in the title.
What
But
makes Wally good is
well, okay,
the characters.
the way that they were able to make him show emotion without the use of words, you know.
Usage of body
It was
language.
a very smart movie. Yeah.
So I thought that was great.
No, it's a
you know?
smart movie. Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the feelings.
That's
that movie
the
that
characters
has
in
the
your head.
feelings.
Yeah.
Yes, characters were about the 5 main emotions in her head, even though there's a lot more. But they touch on a lot of actual scientific stuff, like
That's really cool.
like REM sleep,
Yeah.
long-term memory. I don't know. It's a fun movie. Super awesome. Relatable.
Who did voices for that?
Danny DeVito was the angry guy.
Amy
Amy Poehler.
Yes.
She played Joy. which
She
Amy
was.
Poehler, if you don't know her, she plays Leslie from Parks and Rec. She's also a former SNL cast member.
She's also the mom in Mean Girls.
Yeah, she is. She's Rachel McAdams' mom.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in a lot of things.
She's in a
I'm
lot
not
of
a regular mom. I'm a
Every now
cool
and then,
mom.
I'll pull up a movie that I haven't watched in a while, and I'll see her, and I'm like, Leslie, no. Leslie, no.
Leslie, no. I love Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is one of my favorite shows because Ron Swanson. Everybody wants to be Ron Swanson.
Everybody does.
If you don't want to be Ron
I love
Swanson,
Ron
clearly
Swanson. He's my hero. I have both of his books.
you just want to kill
I have
yourself.
both of Nick Offerman's books. They're so
I don't know.
excellent.
Cool Ron is cool.
What's your spirit animal? Baby Snow Owl.
Dude, for them to bring in, what's his name?
Adam Scott.
No, the guy that was the other Ron.
I don't know his name, but he's
Oh
in
my
so
God.
many.
He's in The
things.
Ranch.
Yeah.
He's classic.
I'm
guy.
gonna look him up right now.
I'm gonna be pissed off as soon as I hear his name because he's an
Well, you're talking about the guy who plays Cool Ron, right?
Yeah.
The hippie Ron.
He's an iconic actor and
He's also in that really bad version with Nicolas Cage of
Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Oh, I totally forgot Ghost Rider was a thing. I totally forgot. Like, I'm a huge superhero movie guy. And
Sam
I totally forgot
Elliott.
that was
Oh
a
yeah,
thing.
Sam Elliott, dude. He's
What else is he
and
in?
that was such a weird role for him because you think as soon as he walked on screen for that episode of
He's known for Roadhouse.
oh yeah,
It just makes me think of that episode of Family Guy where Peter just keeps kicking everybody going, Roadhouse.
oh but no. So there's that episode of Parks and Recreation. Sam Elliott, of course, walks in and he walks in the same room as Ron Swanson, and you're just like, oh yes, because you know exactly who that fucking guy is, and you know everything he's been in, and you're just like, shit, yes, this show is about to get amazing.
It's a lot like that drill sergeant.
Arlie Ermy.
Yeah, he's in Saving Silverman.
Yeah.
He's the best character in that movie. He's like, when she's like breaking out, he's like, get down there and cut her damn head off.
Wow, Saving Silverman. That's a movie.
But what else is he? He's known for what? Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket.
And like he did a lot of ad lib, like in those scenes where he's like just yelling at all these guys. Oh my god, it scared me.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Sam Elliott, Cool Ron. Hey
This
Ron, do you
car
want me
cleans the air.
to drive you home? It actually cleans the air as I drive. I'll get out here, thank you.
I'm doing a Snapchat. There you go.
That's going to Scott.
He just sent me one too. It's one of the same thing.
Yeah, that's.
Going back to Matt Damon's new movie.
Are you still eating that Reptar?
Yes, don't judge me.
I'm like, what is in his mouth
It
right
turns my
now?
mouth green, okay?
It does. You got like shit on your lips.
No, it's Reptar stuff.
Reptar
Matt, you
stuff.
can't just say that just because he's Mexican.
Yeah.
God damn!
Shit on your lips, boy.
I did not say that.
You're racist! Anyway, would you shrink yourself?
I don't know.
All right,
That's a good fucking question.
For living the high life, because that's essentially what's going on.
If
in
we're
this movie.
doing by downsizing, like
Based
standards,
on, yeah.
fuck yeah, I'm
there's
shrinking
already,
myself.
There's already like a
Yeah.
civilization established for small people.
Yeah.
So would you?
Hell yeah. I mean, granted, your food chain changes. Like all of a sudden, you don't got to really worry about tigers.
Yeah.
You got to worry about ants.
Man's best friend ain't man's best friend no more.
Pretty much, man. Man's best friend is gonna be. I don't even know a
Calm
bug.
down, Cucho.
What's a small bug like that would be smaller than you?
A small bug to be small. I mean, okay. I'm
don't
trying to
know.
remember
Smaller than
how,
you at
how
that
small were
size.
they
Yeah.
again? They were about the size of a saltine cracker, right?
No, smaller.
How small were they?
No, they were bigger than that, weren't they? I don't know.
I don't. Wait, they were getting water out of a water bottle, and so the water bottle hole was like yay big. So I imagine like
They've got to be.
the
let's
size of a
say-
Skittle, right? Or like a.
Let's say probably about that big.
Okay. So like.
That's about 2 inches.
But 2 inches.
Okay.
Does this size look familiar?
Because the guy.
Bazinga.
No, because that nurse walks in. He's got the. He's got a saltine cracker and he's carrying it, and it's like he's got to two-hand it.
Right.
I've never heard that in my life, but it goes from like his neck to like his like thigh
Okay.
region.
So about 1.5 to 2 inches, right? Roughly.
Probably about there.
Okay, now would you shrink yourself that size? If there was already a civilization established for that.
Honestly, it would depend on how many of my friends had already done it. Because I'm a follower. No, because I wouldn't want to be alone, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean,
for sure.
What's all that luxury life without the people to share it with, you know?
That's what Matt Damon's going to find out.
Like, when you're like looking for dates, is it going to be called Tiny Tinder or
Tiny Tinder?
Tiny Tinder. Yes.
Well, just think, all of a sudden the average male member size is gonna be much better for us guys that stay the same size. What's the average size? Oh, it's about 1.5 inches. Oh, baby, I'm above average.
Oh man. No, could you? Oh, how would cars work? Would they actually? Like transportation, like would you have to rely on big people, or is it like...
Well, you saw like they're on the bus, and like there's a little section of the bus that's
so you actually still take advantage of the real world civilization. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I mean, the world doesn't shrink with you. In fact, actually, everything's going to seem much farther
I'm just
away.
Saying,
that's a way to conserve resources.
Walking a block to the train station and then walking the half of your lifetime to it. You know.
Us living in Chicago, we shrink ourselves, and we're just like, oh shit, I got to get to work. It's a 3-day walk. It's 2 blocks away. Yeah, like I said, it's 3 days, man. What do you want from me? I run a 2-minute mile. I'm doing my best, coach, okay?
Oh, man.
Wouldn't that be crazy? If,
but you brought up a good point. It actually just depends who's shrunk, who's already shrunk.
Wouldn't it be crazy if like all those people that got shrunk now have like Ant-Man strength? I'm sorry, that was bad.
That'd be awesome.
My apologies.
It would be really cool.
Ant-Man is owned by Marvel Studios and Disney Productions. Marvel Productions, Disney Studios.
Hit me up, Disney. I want that sponsorship.
No shit, right? Can I be in your next Star Wars game, even if it is done by EA?
Look, speaking of being in movies, I just want to be an extra. I don't care if I'm in the background tying my shoe. It'd be great.
You would be great.
Reminds me of like Joey Fatone off Friends. He's just like, look, that's me.
Yeah. I get to play Al Pacino's butt. I'm his butt double.
Speaking of, here in Chicago, there's actually a bunch of extras, like auditions and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I have a friend of mine. Her boyfriend works on set for Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
And has helped with Shameless.
Oh, nice.
And she sent me an invite to do an audition for Chicago Fire. And it's funny because they actually looked for specific characters. And one of them was a young Hispanic, preferably with the car. I'm Hispanic, I'm young, and I have a car, right? So I'm like, dude, I'm totally down for this audition. I'll do it, right? The audition was
a diamond in the rough.
Dude, the audition.
A Hispanic with a car.
No child support, buddy. Anyways.
Oh my god.
25, no kids.
This is a podcastrophe.
My dad ain't going to have a quinceañera till I'm 80.
This is like, all it is just hearts popping out.
Yeah, I wonder who's doing that.
Just like,
I've been seeing them flying across
talking
the
about Hispanics with a car, no kids, and it's just like, heart. Dude, you should go on Tinder now, bro. Hey, ladies. How you doing?
I'm gonna open up my own taco shop at the other side of the wall. Come and get it.
Yeah, come get our brutal burrito.
Brutal burrito is a future episode that we're not allowed to speak of yet.
I'm interested.
You're one of the extras.
There's a reason why it's called.
I'm just an extra.
There's a reason why it's called brutal.
I'm okay
burrito.
with that.
Yeah.
But
am I just gonna be in the background with one?
No, I mean you'll have lines. When we say extra, we're pretty much the only people we include are me and Felipe. Everybody else is extra.
That's fair.
Nobody else is ever in them. Judge us, okay? We get a regular cast, and you're no longer special guest.
That's
you're
fair.
just guest.
Okay.
Yes, there you go. Oh man, but what was I saying? Oh,
I don't know.
So this audition, the day of the audition was like the first day I started my new job. And the auditions, when you get called out for auditions, they're there all day. I mean, you get paid regardless if they use you or not, which is great. But that was my first day of my new job too. So just
hey Nick,
it sucked.
I'm gonna be famous. I gotta skip today.
I'm gonna take you with me, brother.
If I tried to do like an audition for like, let's say a show like Shameless, I'm gonna turn into like Ian Gallagher's gay lover. Like that's me just because of my red beard.
You'll be like the leather daddy or something. Or?
I don't know. I'm fat and I'm kind of hairy, so I'm assuming I'm a bear of some sort.
I don't know the.
What are the qualifications?
I don't know the terms. Like there's bear, there's otter.
What?
I don't know.
You know more than me.
I don't know.
I'm not going to be a leather daddy. I know that
Leather
for
daddy
sure.
is one. Twink is not another one. I don't know.
Do you know about otters?
What isn't it an otter?
They're
like a
the
younger
cutest
bear?
freaking animal at the zoo. That's
Yeah,
what I
they
know
are.
about
Well,
otters.
And they also
I can-
play with rocks. Nobody knows
They
why.
have a darker side.
No, I know.
The way they eat lettuce.
That's a cute video. I like
They're
otters.
adorable, man. Otters are
Don't
freaking
ruin
cute.
my innocence.
Otters are rapists.
God damn!
So dolphins.
Oh yeah, dolphins. Yeah, they're overly
ducks,
sexual.
Ducks actually practice necrophilia, apparently.
So do otters.
I thought you were about to say, so do I.
So do I.
It's like,
Well,
I invited you to my home.
please get the hell out.
anyways, on a lighter note, these Riptide bars are all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
No, but
Nothing
anyway,
really special.
I'm pretty sure, like, if I went to, like, a Shameless audition, they're just like, red hair. You're with Ian. And I'd be like, I tried to get Fiona.
I guess I'll do this for $200,000.
We'll pay you $10. I guess. I'm broke. I need the money.
Like the title suggests, shameless.
It's a good show.
Yeah,
No.
I love Shameless.
If you could play a small role in any movie, what would it be?
Like, what movie?
Yeah, what movie? And what would the role be? But it has to be small though. You're not main character, just like a extra with some lines.
I want to be in a movie with Tom Hanks where I'm like, he's like doing something and I just walk up to him and be like, here's your drink, sir. And I walk away. Just because it's Tom Hanks. Or Tom Hardy. Except Tom Hardy looks at me and goes, thanks. Or however he talks. I don't know how he talks. It's
Yeah.
sexy and dreamy, though, and I love it. And Miranda knows. She's just like, yeah. Tom Hardy, good-looking fella. Even sexier voice.
Oh yeah.
I'd play a zombie. It's just,
You basic... I can't say white.
no,
I don't even know what.
no.
I
I think I'd play a zombie, but I'd have like an axe in my head or something. Just throw the little horn.
You should be a zombie coming from a quinceañera and you have a sombrero on.
Why gotta be? Speaking of which, okay, look, I told this to Matt for next year's Halloween. I am thinking of going as Desperado, like getting my guitar case and filling it up with Nerf guns. I think it'd be great. That or Bubble Boy.
That's quite.
That's quite the difference. You got one over here and the other one over there.
But I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal though. So I'm just saying.
I think I'm gonna go as a fat John Cena for next Halloween, or a fat Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, go as
You
Brock
can
Lesnar.
kind
I
of
want-
see me because I'm slightly obese.
So you see these stretch marks?
If you go as John Cena, no one's gonna see you. So
That's true. Built-in camo. Self-driving cars are a thing of the future, and the future's now. I love John Cena. He's awesome. He's the best.
Oh man.
Part-time now.
Okay, going back to the original question, what would you do?
oh, that's hard. That's so hard.
A small role in Deadpool. Why not?
No.
Just get shot by him.
You can be the guy in the brown
Dude, I'd
pants.
play a role. No, you know what?
If I could play Bob, I'd be like totally. Bob?
I'd play a
I'd
role.
totally play Hydra Bob.
I'd play a role in The Room. If they make a remake of The Room, I'd do it.
I want to roll in Bob's Burgers.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a voice actor. What would your voice be?
Kind of like Ted's.
Say these pretzels are making me thirsty. And
These pretzels are making me thirsty. Something like that.
Okay, if we can go into cartoons, Metalocalypse all the way.
Just picture you and like Nathan Explosion talking. Yo, what's up? Yeah, nothing much, man. It's pretty brutal though. And Murderface comes in. God damn it, Dick, get in here! Oh shit! Got pickles in the background. God, you bunch of douchebags! God damn it, Dick! You're a douchebag! Yeah, shut up, pickles!
That right there's a grandpa's guitar.
That's my favorite episode.
Oh yes.
The troll comes out. Oh my god!
Oh man.
I love when Squizgar just like gets into his like deep seductive voice. Oh yes, you like that. No, I do like the tongue in yet. Yes.
I love Toki.
I totally fucked that voice
Where
up.
Toki's like trying to play the guitar, and he's like, "How Squizgar does it? It's so fast."
Yeah, it's me for my piano's lessons.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Roll. All right.
What's
there.
Mr. Pickles?
Mr. Pickles?
Have you
yeah.
watched that one? Some of the people that did Metalocalypse. It's about like a Satan worshipping dog.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
Okay, so the whole atmosphere of the cartoon is like kind of like a 50s, like doo-doo-doo-doo, with like the little flute playing in the background, kind of like the Innocents. And it plays this all-American family, and this is like this kid who's like handicapped. He has like these leg braces because he can't walk. And so there's this dog who's like either like demon possessed or something.
Yeah.
And like the dog is genuinely nice to like his owner, like his family, but he's
Except
just
the grandpa.
Except for the grandpa, because the grandpa knows of the dog. Like he's suspicious of the dog.
God damn it! I saw the dog
dog's
worshiping the
threatened by
devil.
it. Yeah, and so but nobody obviously is grandpa. Oh, grandpa, you're so silly. You're off your meds, kind of situation, you know. But throughout the whole show, this dog's just like killing people and shredding people, and it's just like it's just crazy. Yeah, and his name is Mr. Pickles. You know, it's great. It's cute. It's adorable, right?
You're the kid, Mr. Pickles. He leaves his little like Satan worship lair and comes and like gets petted and eats his dog food like normal. It's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, it's quite a ride. So yeah.
What was the fucking name?
Oh man.
South Park would be fun to be like an extra. You can win a chance to be on it.
Oh yeah.
I saw a contest where they'll draw you in and then you get to actually do a voice for your character. And I mean, it's not a big role, but it's like an extra, and I'm like that'd be pretty fun.
Like a one-liner kind of thing.
I think you're probably just gonna be screaming or talking in the background, like when the crowd talks.
Okay.
Like you'll hear, like when the crowd just goes babble, 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 like that kind of stuff.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You could play Cleveland Brown.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
I'm not good with animated voices. I don't know.
All you have to do is talk.
Hi. I can do like that Schmeagol voice. My attempt in Schmeagol, whatever, for that radio show from back in high school. I do.
Do the voice.
Oh, it's bad. It's not good.
None of our voices have been good.
This would be my cartoon voice. I know it's more like a Stitch thing.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds more like Stitch.
Yeah, that's more like.
Shut your face! I hate you! I'll kill your family! Ah!
I don't know.
Don't threaten my wife.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Don't make me go straight gangsta.
I would love to do voice work. Like,
It'd be fun.
I'd have so much fun doing it. I mean, I talk into a mic all the time, so
I don't, but I'd like it.
It'd be fun.
I normally don't like the sound of my voice, though. I always sound like
A lot of people say that. Like,
I think it's just because we're not used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what my brother says. The people, when they sing and record, they're off. It's off-putting because they're not used to hearing themselves. So it's something you get used to.
Yeah.
And the more confidence you build, you actually do sound better with it behind it.
But like, I'll listen to like some of my YouTube videos, and I'm just like,
oh, try going back to high school and listening to your
I
shit
know,
there.
right?
For when I started this podcast, like one of the things I went back to is like one of my first podcasts from YouTube back in high school, like sophomore, junior year, and I'm like, oh man, and just not even listening to my voice, but just hearing the bullshit I was spouting. I'm like, oh my god, what?
It's like cringy.
Good old high schoolers.
Oh man, I think we all have.
I did this a lot too. Sorry. And like in between like silences, like I like in between words. Yep. And I was like, Jesus fuck, what are you doing?
It's kind of like when like people say,
Yeah.
I still do that.
Yeah, I say
I
it a
still do
lot.
that,
I don't
yeah.
care.
Shit, I'll watch some of my videos I would do now. You know how many like it takes me to record a video for me just to get like used to not having so many in it.
Yeah.
And after a while, I just get fed up with editing it, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm done. they'll deal with the us.
I remember in speech class, we actually had to do like a whole 2 minutes talking without pausing or saying an It's actually a lot harder than it looks.
Oh, no, I remember that.
harder.
It was awful.
Yeah, so...
Kristen, I need my phone charger.
I think my phone might die too.
I'm at 5%.
I'm at
Oh,
67%.
I'm
What
good.
up?
53. I'm good.
Well, you don't have to have the live feed up.
I want to see the comments.
They're over there, pal.
They're right here, though. And now they're not gonna be. Plug it in. Plug it in for me.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
Thanks,
Kristen.
bae.
Hi, Kristen.
She's the bae.
She's cool.
She's the wife.
She's aight.
Yo, that's wifey material.
Kristen?
Yeah.
Obviously. She's a wife.
That's true.
You want to know wifey material right there.
I wouldn't know.
Pointing at my girlfriend. She's wife material. She's
You
awesome.
wifey material, girl.
She's amazing.
Hi, amazing.
Oh, yeah. Felipe, meet my girlfriend.
No, I've met her at the wedding.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Speaking of the wedding, those grandmas loved me.
They really did.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what you did with them afterwards, but we'll leave it there.
I'm charming.
You're
We'll leave it
convinced that like every girl that like talks to you like loves you.
Yeah.
You thought that her sister was hitting on you. Like, yo,
Dude,
girl,
no, it was-
I
it
ain't
was-
gonna be no home wrecker.
Anyways, this is live feed, so we're not speaking of this, but
It's because you know you're full of shit.
probably. Oh shit, dude! No, I remember that one time. It was funny when I took out your mother-in-law to dance, and I was doing like that one knee thing. And I looked over, and Kristen's dad just gave me like the dirtiest look ever, and I was just like, "I'm gonna walk away."
That was funny.
That was so funny. I couldn't help myself. Oh,
I had a fun time at my wedding.
I would hope.
It was pretty.
right.
It's pretty funny when I found out my dad wanted to beat up Ryan Cornwall.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, dude. It was,
I was the one sitting with Ryan, just hearing all the shit he was saying, and then as soon as I heard, like, yeah, David Wilcox is pissed.
yeah.
And I'm
No.
like, oh shit, he heard.
Yeah. No. My dad was like, "Tell Ryan can shut his goddamn mouth before I shut it up for him." And I'm just like, what the hell's going on?
He was talking about your mom.
I know. My mom's like, he kept giving me this creepy eye. He's weird.
Oh, Ryan.
Don't Ryan.
No, Ryan.
This is a weird situation.
It's
man.
just funny.
It's classic Ryan.
It's funny.
It's classic Cornwall.
Yeah, so my mom kept saying, like, kept looking at her, like, singing to her, going, like, and I'm
What was he singing to her?
I don't know. I just
I don't know
remember
about this part.
I just remember when they did, like, Stacy's mom.
Uh-huh.
Him and Ethan kept, like, looking at me, going, Matt's mom has got it going on. And I was just like, cool.
This makes me dread getting married.
It's shit. That's right. Blaine's mom's hot. I actually was never one of your friends that was always like, dude, your mom.
No. There weren't too many. It was mostly like Ethan and Zach and them and Andy.
And everybody else.
Yeah. I get a lot of it at work too. But
His mom is a very beautiful woman.
my mom is a very beautiful woman.
She's a very nice lady too.
No
My
matter,
mom
but I'm
is-
sure she's great.
My mom is incredible. I love her. I love that
She's
woman.
one dynamite gal. You know what? You all right. I can't even remember your mom's name. It's been so long. It starts with a B. I know that.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't start with a B.
That's on the beat now.
Ah, it's Stephanie.
Yep, there you go.
That's not a B. She didn't say shit. Look at me. She's watching Boy Meets World.
Still?
Yeah, it's a fantastic show.
I've never seen Boy Meets World.
Wow, me either
it's
until
on
today.
Hulu.
I was
Yeah.
watching it earlier.
All
I was
7
enjoying it until I
seasons.
fell asleep.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
because we were waiting on you for 18 years.
How long was I asleep? Do you know?
Like 5 minutes, 10
Okay.
minutes.
Oh, you fell asleep?
yeah,
My
I
bad.
fell asleep. I fell asleep on my girlfriend, and Matt comes over and just slaps me on the face.
I brushed him gently. I was like, wake up.
Hey, hey, what that mouth do?
It was quite the forceful brush.
I'm a strong man. I'm a big, powerful dude, all right?
Yes.
Small hands.
With baby hands, which means that all the pressure is more compact into a small size, which means it feels like it hits harder.
Mm-hmm.
Science.
It's more dense. Yeah. Dense.
Science, bitch.
Gatorade.
Okay.
Sponsor.
I feel like we're just rambling on. We need some topics.
We do that. We
We
that.
need some more
It's okay.
topics.
Topic away.
I don't know any topics.
Okay, here we go. Most embarrassing moment. Go.
Oh shit. The blaming.
The what?
The blaming.
What's that?
Something I haven't talked about on my podcast yet.
Well, we can't. You can't answer the question without really answering the question. You can't half answer it.
Listen, you don't half-ass two things, son.
You
You full-ass one
You
thing.
whole-ass one thing.
Oh, is it whole-ass?
Yeah.
Full whole, same shit.
So
Full
the blaming.
house.
I actually have told this on the network before. It was in Journey into Comics. Back before I had my podcast, I had a segment on Journey into Comics where I would come in and talk about whatever I wanted. And my topic for that particular episode was drunk stories. Like and like drunk whatever like
Kind of like Drunk History on Comedy Central?
No. Drunk history is like explain. Dude, I want to do something like that though. But no, I was like tell a really awesome drunk story you have, and I really only have one, and that's what is referred to as the blaming.
I have a fun drunk story. But we'll listen to yours first.
I'm going to tell it regardless, but
I want to hear yours first, and then we'll go into mine, because mine
this can take a minute.
Mine will take just as long.
Okay.
Mine won't take long.
We played quarters. He drank Malibu. He got white girl wasted.
I'm not allowed to drink Malibu.
Nope.
It's just the rule.
I'm not drunk, guys. Felipe, you've said that for 25 minutes. We understand. But I'm not drunk. Just go to bed.
Okay, so the blaming.
We got a couple drunk stories.
Backstory. So I was on night shift. My friend Alan, he was about to have a kid. And every week we would just come over and hang out, play Monster Hunter, get drunk after work every Tuesday. And so he was about to have a kid. So he's like, "Hey, this is all gonna have to stop pretty soon. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do this all the time. So let's have like one last hurrah." So we get off work. It's a Saturday night. Get off work. I think 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, shit. You guys got off at like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Dope.
It wasn't bad. So we go to the liquor store, and the plan was we were gonna play Edward 40 Hands.
I've never played that. I've never even heard of that.
What's that? Oh boy!
No, I don't know what that is.
I'm assuming it's to play on Edward Scissorhands.
What's hilarious is my girlfriend has wanted to hear this for so long, and she's not even paying attention. Still not paying attention. So Edward 40 Hands is you take two. Each person participating takes 2 40-ounce malt liquors, beers, whatever, and they get duct taped to their hands. And you have to drink both of them before you can get your hands free. The trick is you gotta drink it before you gotta piss, and you gotta drink it before they get warm, or else they suck. I mean, they suck regardless. But yeah. So the plan was to do that, get some Mad Mushroom Pizza, play Guitar Hero, have fun, whatever.
Who doesn't love Guitar
Just get
Hero?
fucking wasted.
Who doesn't love mushroom pizza? Mad mushroom pizza.
I don't like mushroom
I don't like
pizza.
mushroom pizza.
But no, okay, so
That a kid.
yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you.
So fun. So I got my 240s. I got a 6-pack of Alpha King from 3 Floyds. Like, I was ready to go.
3 Floyds.
I was ready to go, and so we began the Edward 40 Hands, and I ended up losing. By losing, I mean I finished last, and what happened was I sat down at some point, and then when I stood back up, all the blood circulated through my body, and that's when all the alcohol hit me, and I was like, whoa. And so I'm just sitting there drunk just drunk off my ass for like an hour, and finally I finish it, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna throw up, and I ended up somewhat projectile vomiting across the room, like spread, like a garden hose spread, because I knew it was happening, so I was getting up.
Pictures like Scary Movie 2 where they're just like,
Think of how this would the wave would happen. So, because that happened because I was standing up and turning really quickly to run to the bathroom because I knew it was coming. Didn't make it obviously so I ran in there, finished doing my thing, throwing up and shit, and come back out. My buddy Alan's like, "Hey, dude, don't worry about the mess. We got it. Here's some clothes you can change into because I got a little bit on me. I got a little mess on me." So I changed into those clothes. I go sit down. They gave me a glass of water because I am fucked up. And
I'm fucking dying, man.
I was fucked. And so I sit down, I'm drinking water, and I'm like, it's not sitting right. It's not sitting right. So I'm like, yep, I know I have to throw up again. So I get up, go to the bathroom. Of course, I throw up. And while I'm like sitting there on my knees, praising the porcelain god, and I'm like, I gotta shit. So I get up, I wipe my mouth up, I get up, I pull my pants down, I do my business, I take my shit. Hey, Facebook Live, Mom, Dad, making you proud right now. I take my shit.
Oh man.
And of course, like, I'm just like I said, I'm fucked. I'm fucking gone. And I'm just sitting there for like a good 20 minutes, just sitting there, just drunk, just sitting there on the toilet,
Just feeling pathetic.
and I'm like, ugh. Finally, I'm like, oh man, I think I have to throw up again. So I wipe my ass, pull up my pants, which are gym shorts and underwear at this point.
Yep.
And I pull up my pants, I turn around, I start throwing up, but nothing's coming out.
Oh,
This
like
end.
dry heaving kind of thing?
Nothing's coming out this end.
Oh!
Nothing's coming out of my face. It was literally dry heaving. However, what I thought was gonna be a fart was a lot of shit.
Don't you hate that?
Oh man! And you know what sucked was I couldn't stop dry heaving. So I'm stuck there dry heaving, trying, and like every time I heave, I am clenching my ass.
Every time your abs just contract, fucking
and
more shit.
I swear, I am clenching my asshole tighter than I have ever clenched it in my goddamn life, and nothing is stopping this shit from coming out. And so I can literally feel it like coming out of my underwear and going down my legs onto the floor.
Oh my God, so bad.
It is the worst. It is the absolute worst. And this just keeps happening.
That's a good question. I'd rather get puke on the floor than poop.
I was drunk.
I'm dry heaving. Nothing's coming out, but I'm shitting.
I
gonna
was
just
drunk.
keep on putting my face in the toilet.
Oh, she's listening now.
She's listening now.
As soon as I mentioned shitting all over the floor, it's yeah.
Well,
So-
like, her face, as soon as she said shitting on the floor, she looked at me and goes, "What the fuck?"
So I finally stopped dry heaving, and I'm like, oh my God. I look down, and it's just a mess. I was like, all right, time to deal with this.
Oh no!
I wouldn't call it the blame. I call it the brownie.
Oh God, no. So I start taking toilet paper.
The happening. This is the scary version of the happening.
It's the blaning.
Yes.
I said that earlier, but
We
you weren't
pointed
listening.
out that you wanted to hear this for so long and you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you start paying attention, he's talking about shitting on the floor.
So I take the toilet paper and I literally start shoveling out shit from my underwear and throwing it in the toilet, and like it was bad. So like I'm doing this. Finally, my underwear is like there's still like shit smeared all over it, but at least there's not a pile of it in there. So I start working on the floor. I start wiping it up off the floor. I use like 2 or 3 rolls of toilet paper.
So bad. This is so bad.
And at one point, somebody actually tried to come in to check on me, and like they opened the door, and I was like, no, I shoved it shut, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck happened in there? Like all they could do was smell. They didn't see anything. They just smelled it. I was in there for a total of 2 hours. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Get out, save yourself.
God, Damon, help me.
So
Bring him back.
I'm in there for 2 hours, and at one point while cleaning like the floor, just trying to like wipe up shit off the floor, I pass out for like 30 minutes.
Face first and shit. Please say yes.
No. It was all cleaned up by that point, but I remember at one point I literally said to myself, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Because I'm just like, how could this happen to me? I was so scared and like fearing, like for like you can't help but feel scared in that moment.
No, they're going to be
It's
so mad at me.
embarrassing.
No. That's fucking awful.
That's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
You might have me beat.
I think
I got a couple.
I think you have all of us beat.
Well, finally, I come out and everybody's like, whoa, and I'm like, Alan, where are my clothes? He's like, they're in the hallway. Why do you? I started going. He's like, dude, they got puke. I was like, it's better than this. So I throw on my old clothes, and I basically tell them what happened. I was like, dude, I just shit myself like all over your floor. I cleaned it up the best I could, and Nate and Nick Torres. They were both like, dude, that's fucking disgusting. They were like making fun of me and shit like that. And Alan's like, dude, bro, I'm impressed. You know, the only other person that's gotten so drunk that I know that's gotten so drunk that they shit themselves is me. And I'm like, that's cool, Alan, thanks, but like I'm super.
This isn't something I want to be proud of.
I'm not proud of this.
And so like I put on my clothes from the night and I just go pass out on the couch. And then so this is 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. at this point. I pass out until about 7. Wake up, everybody's still up, hanging out. They're starting to clean up though. I get up. I was like, oh shit. This was when I lived in Delphi with my dad. Mm-hmm. So I was like, and I had to get to Monticello around 1 o'clock that day for my great grandma's birthday. It was like her 90th birthday or something. And I was like, oh shit, I need to go home. I need to get some sleep. I am still drunk off my ass at this point because all that alcohol. And so I get up and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going home. They're like, no, you need to stay here. I'm like, no, I need to get home, and I need to get out of these clothes. I need to go home. Luckily, from like he's like on the Ashley Oaks, so pretty close to the outside of Lafayette.
Yeah.
And nothing but back roads back to my dad's house.
Absolutely.
I should not have drove home. I should not have drove
That sounds
home.
like me every time I've driven home from a party.
Yeah. I got home safe and sound though. I woke up at 1.
We're super happy about that.
Yeah.
Right.
I woke up at 1. I washed my sheets because all the shit that was on my ass had dried up and crusted and, fallen off my ass and into my sheets. So that was awesome. I had to wash my sheets.
You got shitty sheets.
So yeah, that is the blaming for Podcastrophe. I shit myself.
Do you want to tell yours about the white
Well, I was
girl?
just saying embarrassing stories in general. It doesn't have to involve alcohol. So
All right, Blaine. Do you want the gummy bear one, or gummy worm, or do you want Andrew's Pond,
Oh man, those are.
or both? I can tell both.
Let's hear both.
Which one you want
We're only
first?
an hour in. We're good.
Which one you want first?
Gummy worm, because Andrew's Pond's got to be fucking gold.
All right, so gummy bear, gummy worm,
Yeah.
gummy snacks.
Are always numerous in your house, in your home.
They're fantastic. But so we're going to a friend's 21st birthday party. This was when me and him lived with Skylar.
Okay.
So we're going to a friend's 21st birthday party, and I get wasted before we get there. When we go to DT Kirby's first, I'm like, I need a grilled cheese sandwich. Stat.
I decided to DD.
Yeah. I need a grilled cheese sandwich stat. My goal is to get this girl so drunk on her 21st that she couldn't stand up straight. I succeeded.
Do I know this girl?
Deandra.
Cornell?
Yep.
I don't know her. I know her.
Deandra?
I've
Cornell?
never,
Yeah.
I've never met her.
Yeah, no. But yeah, that was her. And then, so that they take her away. She gets back safe. We leave. Nothing really exciting about that. The fun part is we get back to the apartment.
No, we stopped at a gas station that same night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, he was so drunk, but he kept saying, "I want gummy worms." And I'm like, "We're going home, Matt." And I'm like, he's like, "No, I want gummy worms."
I get very belligerent. All right, I want what I want, and I want it now.
So I'm just like, "All right, we'll get you some gummy worms." And so we go to the Sit-Go on the way there, and I get him gummy worms. You know, the two for $3 ones.
Not those trolley bright crawlers.
Nah,
Like, we're talking like the
Sadler's candies.
Yeah, they're talking like that cheap gas station brand one.
Where you get two for like $3. But what's up?
What?
Oh,
I'll go fix it real quick. BRB.
I can continue. I said continue the story. All right.
Continue
So,
the
anyways,
story.
so he's like, I want gummies. I'm like, dude, we're going home. You're drunk. He's like, no, I want candy. He's being very stern about it. And so I stop at a gas station, and I'm like exhausted, right? I'm exhausted. I'm ready to go home and sleep. And even the gas clerk was like, long night. I'm like, DD, and she's like, poor child. It's like, I know, right? So even the gas station clerk knew my PIN. So here I am. I got the gummy worms, and I go back into the car, and me and Matt go home. And then for some reason, Matt's like, he turns on the TV, he starts playing video games. And I'm like, Matt, I'm going to play you. And he's like, there's like all drunk. He's like eating his gummy worms. I'm like, okay. So the next morning, I come back down, and I kid you not, there's a trail of gummy worms leading up to Matt. And I look up, and there's a gummy worm stuck in the door. There's a hole in the door with gummy worms stuck in it.
What the fuck?
And he's right there with his butt sticking up in the air, passed out. And I'm like, Matt! And he looks at me like, huh? And he had gummy worms stuck in his beard. Those gummy worms everywhere. And how do you get gummy worms in the door with this hole?
All right, get this. So this door had already been there. The door
was already there.
The hole had already been there. And the reason why it was there is because I got so mad playing the game, I put my head through it.
Wow. That's impressive.
I grabbed the door and I was like,
That's impressive.
and I headbutted it in this giant dent and hole where my forehead just slammed into this door. So yeah. And then I guess while I was drunk eating these worms, I was like, I'm going to stick the worms in the hole.
It's a mystery. I don't know what went down, but some gummy worms.
I don't
Went
remember. The last thing I remember is him going upstairs.
And then we got Andrew's Pond.
Now Andrew's Pond. This one Felipe wasn't there. All right, so I go over to Andrew's house, and we start drinking about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And he's like, "Let's go to the pond." I'm like, "Cool, following you." So we drive over to there, his pond, and we got a bunch of people coming out too. We have Aaron Back, the Back brothers. Ryan, Andrew, Chris, our whole group. We're out there drinking every kind of booze imaginable, and I brought my beer pong table. Well, one of the Back boys, I can't ever remember his name, but he brought over some other stuff that we'll just not say right now because I don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
And
Herbs.
we're playing,
Devil's lettuce.
we're playing beer pong.
Jazz cabbage.
Except instead of every time like someone makes a shot, they have to take a drink. It's got to hit.
Mm-hmm.
However, the end of the game is what's fun. So if you don't make the redemption shot, like the final one on the last cup,
Yeah.
you have to eat the blunt.
Oh.
I had to eat 5 blunts.
Oh my god.
All because this guy was talking so much shit, throwing me and Ryan off our game. Kept talking shit. I got so pissed off, I threw the beer pong table in the pond. They're like, what the fuck? We can't play now. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's my table. I'll do what the fuck I want with it. So then we start drinking some more. We drank, some brought moonshine from Kentucky. So we drank that. It was fucking gross. Mm-hmm. Don't drink that.
Wait, is the good kind the one that makes you go blind?
Pretty much. So
that's high quality.
That's high
I drank till about 3 in the morning. Some high quality H2O.
That's high quality H2O.
My story's not as colorful as yours because I only remember what I am being told.
That's the thing about me being drunk is I remember everything. There are very few times that that I black out. I think, I don't think I've ever blacked out.
So we drank till 3 a.m. Everybody else kept drinking except me because I spent the next 2 hours puking. And I was like, I gotta go to my car. I gotta lay down for a bit. And I was in my car and I'm like shivering. I'm like, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I gotta turn the heat on. So I turn the heat on. All of a sudden, I guess I pass out. I get woken up by Chris Royer smacking me in the face repeatedly going, what the fuck are you doing? Are you trying to fucking kill yourself? And I'm just like, what's going on? And he's like trying to have a serious conversation with me. I have no idea what he's saying. I'm just going, And I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I just need to lie down. And Andrew's like, all right, hey, just go in the cabin. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the cabin. Get in the cabin. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta shit really bad. What do I do? I can't shit out there. What if like a snake comes up and bites me in the butt? I am afraid of snakes. I'm terrified of snakes. So I'm like, I can't have no snake bite my butt.
Naturally.
I look over in the corner. There's a bucket. I'm like, I gotta shit in the bucket.
I'm glad both of our stories involve shit.
So I go over to the bucket and I just take a turd in it. Man, I just drop this thing hard. And I go pass out.
He's like, he doesn't just drop it. He drops it hard.
Yeah, and then he leaves it.
Oh, just wait. It comes back.
Wait, you sucked it back in?
No, but that leads to another story I'll tell in a bit.
It came back with a vengeance.
This time it's for real.
This time it's for real.
But, so I wake up, I pass out for like 15 minutes. I wake up, I'm like, I gotta get home. Oh, fuck. So I get in my car.
I gotta be home.
I get in my car, and I start it, and I'm just like, ugh. And I drive all the way from Cutler to Delphi. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. On Main Road, just going, I hate my life. I get to my house, and I just pass out in bed. I get woken up from a text by Andrew going, you're a fucking piece of shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I had to fish out the fucking beer pong table from the pond, and then you shit in the bucket that I had to clean out. He's like, the fucking thing wrapped around the bucket, man. That was gross. It just sprayed out with a hose. I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't remember any of this. He's like, fuck you, Matt.
Damn it. Thanks, Felipe. Hopefully that gets picked up on the mic.
Oh, no, it's still going. I don't know how to shut it off. I'm in too deep.
But then,
Oh, there's more.
no, this leads to my other story. You mentioned shit going back up. So one time I was working at Monocle's,
Oh, boy.
and Skylar and me were talking shit to Ashley. Mm-hmm. And she said something, and I looked at her and I was like, yeah, well, you know what I got to say about that? And I went to fart because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fart, it's gonna be so loud. I went like that, shit my pants right next to the oven. So like I did that like weird like pucker up penguin walk where I was just like, I'll be right back, like that, and I just waddled away. Get to the bathroom. Apparently my ass sucked the turd back up. It wasn't anywhere to be found, and my underwear was clean.
Oh. You made it out alive.
I did.
I'm happy for
you.
I wish I could say the same.
I tried to shit just to make sure, but nothing was coming out. And I was like, dude, this turd literally went back up in my colon, circled back around, and is getting redigested. Wow.
Yeah, there was no sucking the shit that I put on the floor back up. No, there's just no way.
There's no way. You tried your best, though, and that's what counts, all right?
I sure fucking did. Oh, my God. It smelled so bad because it was just straight fucking cobra. was just this shit was just somehow went from Cobra into shit Cobra shit. Like it was just a steaming pile of
Cobra's
fucking
already gross
Cobra.
as is, though. So.
Oh my god, it smelled so
imagine.
bad in there.
Thanksgiving when me and him lived together, he missed this. Skylar's brother was in town. Mm-hmm. I got off work at Super Ridge about 1 in the morning because they let us off at 8 hours. And we're sitting there. I'm sitting there because I'm home alone at this point. I'm like, where the fuck is Skylar at? I heard a knock on the door. And I'm like, it's 1:30 in the morning. Who the hell would be knocking on my door right now? I was like, Skylar's got a key. Turn around, and in our door we had like one of those big like half circle windows at the top. And it's Seth Scott. And he's just going. I'm just like, ah, shit. Open the door and he's like, I've been drinking since 2. You got to catch up.
Oh shit.
I'm like, okay, do my best. At the time, we had what's called a rare breed wild turkey. It's 112 proof. It was like, that's a good job. So took 2 shots. Then we started playing Kings. And our Kings Cup, a lot of you might know is Kings Cup. Let's say we got halfway through the game before things went a little bit haywire. So I just was like, I got to finish the game. So that's for me. That's for me. That's for me. I drank 2 cups at the very end. I'm just like, fuck it. So I went through 4 cups within like first 20 minutes. He was there. Plus 2 shots. I was like, I'm not feeling drunk though. Feeling fine. The reason why we got so sidetracked is because halfway through the game at this very table, Seth got the, I don't know why, bright idea to just bitch slap Cesar in the face.
Okay.
Hard. When I say like smacked him in the face, like this thing was loud and boomed like the cleanest hit I've ever heard in my life. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm just looking. I had an idea, and I was still listening.
It's distracting.
I was multitasking. I had an idea. Okay.
But wow.
Wow.
Like Seth just boom. Seth's got fucking hands the size of Cesar's chest.
Yeah, they're huge. About the size of basketballs. They're just
Like
they're big hands.
Yeah.
And Cesar just starts laughing. Then he starts crying. Then he starts laughing again. Then he starts crying. Me and his brother are looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on? All of a sudden, Cesar runs into the bathroom and he's like crying but laughing at the same time. I'm like, this is some fucked up shit right now. So I'm like, Seth, you can't be slapping people in the face. And he looks at me, stands up, leans across the table, and then just bitch slaps me in the face. I'm like, this motherfucker. So he like looks at me, all smug in the face, like just goes, mm-hmm. And he's not even paying attention.
Nope. Sorry, Facebook called.
He just looked at me like, so I was like, I'm gonna fucking slap you. Except I didn't slap him. I fucking just like palm striked him with an uppercut. I was just like, bam! And he's like, oh, my fucking face hurts. I was like, because I hit the shit out of you. Don't be hitting people. I shouldn't have to say that to a man that has a fucking 2-year-old child. Probably older than 2 by now. I don't know how old she is.
Yeah, she's like 3, I think. Yeah. Cutest thing in the world.
But then Cesar tries to go upstairs. Seth tackles him on the stairs and won't let him go up. I'm like, Seth, what the fuck are you doing? All of a sudden, that's when the alcohol hit me.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God. Whoa. Room is like spinning at this point. Mm-hmm. He knocks off our refrigerator magnet. Like calendar. It's like a dry erase calendar. I go to put it back up. I can't line it back up. So I drop to my knees and I'm just reaching up going, can't get it. Can't get it to save my life. I'm like, oh no, what do I do? That's when I think he walked in.
Okay, so at this point it's already like 6:15 in the morning.
Oh jeez.
I walk in. I see Seth holding onto his legs for some reason. He's on his knees going, I'm like, and Cesar's crying in the corner. Yeah. This is what I walked into, right? I'm just like, what's going on? He's like, I can't put it up.
I couldn't, man.
I look over and it's all dented and broken. I'm like, well, you knocked off the magnets. That's why.
So see, it wasn't on me. Oh my God. All right. Then, to like finish off that story, Skylar's like, I guess I better take him home. I'm like, I don't think you should do that. And he's like, why? I was like, because you're drunk, Skylar. And he's like, I think I'll be okay. He had to drive clear to Burlington.
Oh, fuck that.
He did it. I don't know how, but he did it. Speaking of Skylar, anytime he went to like his dad's house and he was in like the wheelchair, his like stepbrothers or like his dad's girlfriend's kids have like ALS or something like that. Mm-hmm. So they're confined to like an electric wheelchair. Like this is really bad, but it's so funny. He'd always jump in their extra one in their garage that like they outgrew. Yeah, and like he would just go down the street going like. Oh my God. He'd like run in the trash can. That's so bad. It was so funny. But no, Skylar drives in there, comes back. I'm still just out of my mind, drunk. Mm-hmm. And he's like, Matt, are you okay? I'm like, I still can't get that fucking thing up on the fridge, man.
Yeah, I'm already in bed by this point. I'm just like, I'm done.
That wasn't the morning that you also were like the root beer float thing, was it?
No, that was a different morning. That's a different story.
Yeah, one morning, Felipe, I'm sitting there watching TV about 6 a.m. And all of a sudden I hear the blender go off. I look over and I'm like, because he just got off work. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Is that a root beer float? And he's like, hell yeah. Want one? I'm just like, no,
I'm
I
making
don't.
a root beer float at 6 in the morning. Like, who does that?
It's like, what the fuck, man? Just the way he said it, too. Like, is that a root beer float? Hell yeah. Want one?
Felipe.
Well, my story does not involve alcohol.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Let's hear your
story. It does
story.
involve a hot dog, though. So
okay.
It's nowhere near. But
God damn.
Okay, so man, this is old story. So like, I think I was like a junior in high school or a senior in high school, right? And you know we had the Old Settlers Fair coming into Delphi every summer, right? So at the time I was dating this girl, and we were just decided to take a stroll down the amusement park or the fair. And you know how in front of the courthouse they always have like the live bands playing and everything? So we're walking through the front, and I remember she was having like a bad day. She was in a pretty crummy mood. So I'm thinking, do a cutesy boyfriend thing and cheer her up, right? So I started just dancing, right in the middle of the public, just not caring. I think Billie Jean was playing by Michael Jackson.
It's a good ass track.
It's a good track. 'Cause I'm not here grooving, right? So I'm out here dancing, right? And I'm trying to get it out. I mean, she's giggling, she's laughing. I'm like laughing. I'm just kind of getting my groove on, right? So I'm feeling the beat of the song, right? And the song's about to end. So I'm thinking in my head, all right, I'm gonna do a finishing pose, right? I gotta be a superstar, right? Right. So I'm up here about to do this finishing pose, and I do a quick like MJ spin with like the hair, and I spin. And as soon as the song stops, I do this. Well, as soon as I did that, this poor, unfortunate 80-year-old senior citizen was trying to enjoy his first bite of his hot dog.
The first bite.
When I went like this, I hit that hot dog right out of his hand as he was about to go bite it, as he's wearing an Old Navy United States t-shirt.
Oh my God.
And he's got mustard all over his shirt.
Those fucking t-shirts. Your mom always bought them for like right by like 4th of July.
He's got tucked in. He's got his like farmer's hat on, and he's just like empty-handed with the hot dog. Poor hot dog's on the floor.
Poor hot dog. Poor hot dog, not poor old guy. Just
dude,
poor
it was
hot
100%
dog.
beef, man. That's good stuff. Good quality stuff.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah, kosher. But the girl I was dating at the time, she's laughing. All right, okay, so mission accomplished. Grandpa's giving me the dirtiest look ever. So I literally run to the nearest hot dog stand, buy a hot dog, and as I turn around, I hit another lady when she was trying to drink. Pop, and I spilled it all over her drink. So I turn around to buy a drink for her, and I run over to the guy and give him his hot dog. And I'm like, we're leaving, let's go.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here now.
Jesus.
We're burning. Anytime I hear cheese, I just think of Bender, and then it makes me always think of like the fucking like robot that stabs people. It's like, come on, Red, I'm going to stab you.
Dude, it's embarrassing because, like, you know, I'm trying to be cool, right? And next thing you know, I'm knocking hot dogs and
Next thing
drinks
you know,
off
you're
of people.
ruining people's lives.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
I'm here with my family, god damn it. My grandkids think I'm a loser enough, but god damn it, now I got mustard on my freaking patriotic
you sold
team.
America. Hope you feel better about yourself.
Felipe, remember in high school we were in Kenzie's class, and we shot that music video. Oh. And the music video, like I was the main character, and like I kept running into people. You were in this too, Matt.
Beat me with a belt.
No, I beat.
Oh no, I wasn't the one that got beaten with the belt.
No, we had the locker fight.
Yeah.
Where I was on top of the locker and I jumped down to you, and it was like so poorly shot.
Oh yeah, I remember. You're just going on a rampage in school.
Yeah,
I
like-
remember this. Yeah.
And then you and Nick Stacy, you approached me,
Nick
and
Stacy. What happened to him?
he was at Subaru for a little bit.
Yeah.
Is he like a gangster?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
But no, the scene was I was walking, and you and Nick Stacy like see me, and you walk up behind me. Nick tapped me on the shoulder and then like swung at me. You guys, it looked like you guys were beating the shit out of me.
Yeah, I remember this.
And then like out of nowhere, I step up and I start beating the shit out of both of you. And you're like clinging to life. You're like trying to crawl away. And I'm like oh fuck you. I start peeling off my belt. And you try to get up, and I put my foot on your back, and I just kick you back down. Like, and
Who was it that you like were like choking with?
that was
was
him.
me.
That was Felipe. I took my belt off and I choked him with it, and then I snapped his neck.
How did we get away with filming that for school?
I don't know. I did not get a good grade on it.
I
remember. Oh my gosh! I remember it was me.
That's still on my YouTube.
We have
Dude, I want to look it up now.
we did one video that was
big.
yeah, we did one video. It was me, Ethan, Irina, and who was the last person? I want to say Ryan Anderson. We're like, we had the magic salami. Do you remember that?
Oh,
like,
that was amazing.
They kept hitting everybody, and the salami would make them disappear. And then Ethan's like, I'm so lonely, and he just goes like that. And then like we filmed it, and everybody's like, how the hell did you do that? I was like, well, we pause it, let the other person run away, and then we'd start filming again. And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
And then
It's
it's
not
like,
that complicated. guys.
and then they're like, well, how'd you do it with Ethan? And I was like, well, we filmed it at the mezzanine. So we made sure that the top was cut off so I could drop the salami in place. And they were like, ah. It's like, yes.
Dude,
no,
that video was amazing. I remember
everybody
that.
was just like, holy cow.
I mean, obviously not like groundbreaking effects.
Oh, I know, but everybody
it
like
was
had
just-
no idea how we did it. It was just so funny.
The idea behind it, and it's just so what the fuck.
Yeah, that was me and Ethan all the way. Came up with that idea. Like, I was like, we can use this salami. And he's like, well, we can use this salami. I was like, I don't know, fucking hit people with it. He's like, what if I hit them and they disappear? I was like, magic salami. Yes.
You need to find that video.
I do. I need. Was it? No. I have no idea where that is.
The
It's
music
somewhere
video is
big.
on my YouTube page.
What's another?
I
The
remember-
Arbor Day video. Paid a kid $5 to eat a worm for Arbor Day.
Wait, I think I remember this.
I don't remember
Yeah.
this.
There's the Arbor Day video. We were Mr. Dale's class. We're told to like film.
I remember this.
Yeah. We were told to film for Arbor Day, and we're just like, what the fuck ever. We're getting out of school. Who cares? Because this is also when the Jew sword was born.
Oh wait, no, the Jew sword was born before that.
No, this. Well, I think no. You came up with a Jew sword, and then this is when it took off because everybody was like, we walked in. I was like, hey, we got to go to my house. Stop by, grab something real fast. He was like, okay. So
I
we
was there for that.
Okay, yeah. So we stopped by my house, and like, dude, why does this sword have the Star of David on it? It's like,
It was
like
AJ Erskine.
It was like it's an Xbox achievement. You can get that once you kill 1,000 Jews.
And everybody's like, "Oh my god, that's your dad's sword. He killed 1,000 Jews."
I was like, he's fucking brutal, man. Used to beat me with a microwave. That didn't happen. My father loved me.
He also loved Jews. He did not kill any Jews.
No, it's a disclaimer.
I like orange juice.
Nice, me too. But yeah, for Arbor Day, we're like filming all these kids planting trees, and we're just like, this is stupid. We got Andy Flora to do a backflip off a rock, yelling, "I love Arbor Day!" Then like, this kid, I looked at him. I was like, "Hey, give me $5 to eat this worm and let me film it." And they were like, "Okay."
Awesome.
And so yeah, I was just like, cool. So we put that in video, and Mr. Dale was like, you can't have a kid eat a worm in this video. I was like, we don't have very good footage, all right?
Uh-huh.
And then, what else? Fucking, I don't even remember any other videos that we did. I messed around in GarageBand a lot.
Okay, so we didn't do any I don't know any other videos from the class, but I remember videos you and I did. Do you remember, like, I'm a ninja?
God, they were so bad.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, like, I started watching your roommate series, and, like, it immediately brought me back to those videos.
Yeah.
Those terrible fucking videos.
Those terrible videos.
And you're just like, you like literally jump off something, and you're like, I'm a ninja. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I remember, I made a live action Sonic video one time. It was with me, Kenny Myers, Josh Welk, and Hannah Carball.
Kenny Myers.
Oh my gosh. It was funny because it was one of the, we got an A on it because we include animation into live action. And so that's the only reason why we got it. It was terrible. Because, Susanna, Jesus Olivia's sister, Susanna, she was Sonic. And so all we did, all it was her dressed in blue, and we were able to, like, spike up a couple spikes of her hair, like multiple ponytails.
Yeah.
And Kenny Myers was wrapped in, like, paper towels from the bathroom, and he was a bad guy.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, and then me and Hannah were just wrapped in tinfoil, and we were robots. And all it was Susanna running, collecting coins, and, like, punching us, and then all we did was sped it up in editing with some metal coins around, and that's really it. But the Sonic themes on going, dun, 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 dun. That's all it was.
Nice.
And it was horrible.
The most praised video that we had at our school was Zach's music video of the White Stripes 7 Nation Army. And all it was him walking down the hall. But the camera, the way they filmed it, they didn't even try to do this. Zach told me, he's like, yeah, we fucked this up. The camera shook to the beat of the song. So everybody was like, oh my God, look at that cool effect. And they're like, totally. That was the whole project. And Mr. Dale was like, all right, now let's talk about what choices they made as far as editing and stuff. I was like, he fucking walked. He didn't do shit. He just walked down the hall to by the gym. That's all he did.
To the beat of the song.
The fuck? Is that all it takes? Shit!
Oh my God.
Zach got away with, like, everything. Because he called himself the modern designer. So, like, all of his stuff, like...
He had some really
He
awesome
had some good
design
stuff. Zach's not trying to discredit him on any way. But I remember, like, I'd work so freaking hard on, like, all these designs and stuff for Mr. Dale's class. And I was like, oh, it's pretty good. And you look at Zach, he's like, oh, fucking great. And all it is just Arial black font with, like, a red dot for the eye. And I'm just like...
Oh, yeah. Contemporary designs, man. It's all about
Zach,
that.
Zach was all about, like...
Zach was all about modern, simple stuff.
Yeah, simplism.
And I mean, I understand it, but I was just like...
Did I just say simplism?
Simplicity.
Simplicity. I corrected myself. I'm
but
like,
I'm just like, oh my God,
Dude,
this is some shit.
Contemporary art is like, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Just because this one time, I was at art museum, and I see this canvas painted all red with a thin blue line through the middle. That's all it was. And it was $200,000. And it was, the name of the painting was like Feeling Blue or something like that. And it was $200,000. Someone got paid $200,000 to paint a canvas all red with the thin blue line going through it.
Reminds me of that episode of Parks and Rec.
Like, what?
Where they're like, what about this contemporary art? And they're like, like Aziz is like, I could have done that shit.
I don't know, man. Those shapes, they get me.
He's just like, you know what? Now that I look at it more, I like it more. I'll pay you $20 for it. Actually, no, 40. Hey, hold on to that for me.
I love his character. Lets him know, got me this watch, took out the face, and put in ball time.
Listen, you know what time it is. You gotta treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Thanks, guys. I really need it.
He's all crying in his Batman suit.
Batman suit. He's just bawling. Adam Scott's character is freaking great.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah, I love Adam Scott.
My favorite character was Rob Lowe.
Oh, my God. Rob Lowe.
Like, he made me laugh the most on that show with one line, and that was when, like, Ben, like, quit the job, you know?
Yeah.
And he, like, goes into his house.
Tons of those
And he, like, he's like, Ben's like, oh my God, you gotta see my claymation stuff. And he's like, totally, yeah, you're doing great. And then it goes to like the where they're interviewing him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he is literally depressed. As soon as that cut just made me die.
I haven't slept. He's like, I haven't slept in 3 days.
He's struggling
great.
with his mortality.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm 45 years old. I am healthy as an ox. I can run a 4-minute mile. But I'm realizing I'm sick, which means I'm going to die soon. He's just like, what the fuck? You got a cold. Calm down.
Scientists believe that the first person to live 150 years old has already been born.
I believe that person is me.
Rob Lowe, I love him in everything he's in. The whole cast of Parks and Rec.
When he was in the
Goddamn.
interview.
Oh,
Rob Lowe in the interview where he doesn't have hair. Have you seen the interview?
Yeah, I haven't watched it since I watched it. I haven't watched it since it came out. I watched it on YouTube, Brad.
fight that tiger.
You're going to have to fight that tiger. Do not be a gentleman about it. You can't pump that bitch. Oh, man. You kick that thing right in the balls. What if it's a girl tiger? You can't pump that bitch. Love that so fucking much.
Well, guys.
She's peanut butter and jealous.
You led my friend into a tiger patch. All right. Let's talk about roommates a little bit more.
Yeah,
just
talk
real
about some
quick.
roommates. We'll wrap this up.
Yeah,
Talk about roommates.
wrap it
a
up and
little
we'll
bit.
talk about roommates.
Plug this shit and talk about it.
So
Okay.
Roommates is our little special show that we filmed, normally about 5 minutes long. We're hoping to get a little bit longer, get a little bit more content episodes out. But yeah, we just have a fun time. Just try to do random, relatable situations that roommates might have.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And so we're hoping to shoot our next episode here within the next couple of weeks. We already have some ideas. We've been in a slight hiatus for medical reasons, but Matt's feeling better.
I'm not dead.
He's not dead, so we can continue on filming. And we're looking forward to this because we already have a giant list of ideas. And Brutal Burrito is one of them, but that'll be later in the future. We can't speak of.
I know the times. I work there.
Yeah. But we try to base these episodes actually based off of actual events and experiences that we had when Matt and I lived together.
Yeah.
And like I said, we also try to incorporate relatable situations that other roommates have kind of dealt with. And I play a character who's kind of like naive to the world, but just all around good guy. But just
It's not a character.
not. It's not a character. I'm just.
It's
I'm
you.
just
You're playing
I'm
you.
not all there. I'm not all. I just the way I grew up. I'm kind of naive to the
Just
world. How the
so
world works.
goddamn optimistic.
Yeah, the world's good. It's good
Yeah.
to play. I have faith in humanity. You know, sometimes I facepalm a lot when I see something dumb on the news, but it's
Don't we all?
whatever.
Don't
and,
we all?
And then Matt plays himself as the fact that he's kind of fed up with me, but
I hate everyone.
he hates everyone. But deep down, he's my bro.
I'm one dynamite guy.
And so that's roommates, and we're hoping, like I said, we'll start picking up again. We got a few episodes lined up. We'll make them longer. The quality,
us some
quality
ideas.
better. If
us-
anybody has any ideas of any kooky, crazy roommate situations that we're in, we'll try our best to reenact them. So that's the whole point of roommates. It's kind of like your stereotypical like sitcom of like dudes,
Like an Odd Couple type.
yeah,
sitcom.
yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like the spinoff of like Friends with Chandler and Joey.
No, there
But
was
also,
no Chandler one. There was no Chandler. in
No,
Joey.
I'm saying like if there was.
Oh, if there was.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If there was a
That
Chandler
didn't
and
happen.
Joey
They just had
spinoff.
Joey.
yeah.
They had that
Yeah.
terrible Joey show.
That had, and then like also kind of like a Frasier thing. It's not really about anything.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of like Seinfeld. It's a show about nothing, but
That's what I meant. Seinfeld, not Frasier.
yeah. But
Same shit though.
if
right?
things go well, me and Matt have talked about like in the perfect world, if this were to go big,
I'm gonna
right?
sell this shit to NBC.
We actually we're trying to do more of a mockumentary kind of style, like The Office,
Yeah.
Parks and Rec kind of style.
I noticed.
But it's gonna have eventually over time, if things go well, it's gonna have an actual giant serious story arc in the background, which it's gonna be cool. It's gonna
I
have
like
some.
this.
It's gonna have some feelsies. If
I like this
Definitely.
idea.
yeah, so
I want to be Ron Swanson. I want to be the Ron Swanson of the
No,
show.
I really enjoyed your superhero, your superpowers.
yeah,
He's not that fast.
yeah.
He's not that fast.
Cesar was funny on that one.
Cesar's cool.
That episode was just absolutely hilarious.
By the way, I am actually terrified of Canadian geese. Fun fact about me. Like, people ask me about practical fear, and I always tell them, like, I'm not trying to be, like, a big courageous man. I can't think of anything I'm afraid of, but Canadian geese, like, anytime I'm around them,
Specifically Canadian geese.
yes, like, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Only because I was chased by one when I was 5.
Saints are the goddamn devil.
Dude,
They are.
I was chased one by 5.
They're fucking assholes.
Yeah, they are. They're so mean. Dude, spawns of Satan, I swear. I was chased by one when I was 5, and my dad took a rock and threw at it and broke the goose's neck and walked away like, So, to this day, just Canadian geese, man. Like, nothing against Canada. I love y'all.
Well, you
but
already know their weakness.
tame
Why are
your
you afraid
geese.
of them?
Well, like,
it's so scary.
we originally were going to try to get one of the geese to chase him. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if we should do this, Felipe.
Dude, I was
He's-
down. I was up for it.
He's
I was
like,
going to take one for the team.
But we weren't going to be able to like get the audio what you wanted of like the geese going.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why you put it in.
Yeah. My brother was saying that. He was like, sampling
we
it
could
in.
have, but then I was just like, I don't really feel like doing all that.
This week worked well, though. It's all right.
Yeah.
Worked out fun.
But no, don't be afraid of Canadian geese. You know their weakness. Your dad showed you. You're gonna be okay.
Snap that fucker's
Just
neck.
break their necks. Yeah. I
Throw
guess.
a rock at it.
That's
obviously.
that's pretty much the weakness for everything.
No,
Just break its neck.
The thing is, they're fearless, man. Like, when I worked at Subaru WWL next door,
Yeah.
I was driving one of the vehicles. I was doing some maintenance out there, and this Canadian geese was in the middle of the road. And I'm like, oh, it's going to fly away. It wouldn't fly away. In fact, I slowed down. It raised its chest up. I mean, I'm honking the horn like, move. And it's just like, and it started like hissing at the truck. I'm like, I'm in 3 tons of metal. I'm going to win.
I guess you're gonna die. I guess you're gonna die.
Yeah, but it's illegal to kill them.
Step up.
What?
Yeah.
Step up, goose.
Apparently, you can get like fined if you actually like purposely kill one. Apparently, that's what I've heard.
Yeah. Officer, he was asking for it.
He literally, his chest and body language literally said, "Step up, bro." And I'm in a truck. I'm gonna win.
He's in the fraternity of geese. It's a total douchey geese. Douchey goose. There we go. Douchey goose.
I hate geese, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but we got a couple episode ideas to film.
That goose was just like, square up, bitch.
Pretty much.
Square up.
Pretty much. I drove around it.
He's like, you literally about handled the Conor McGregor of geese. He's just like, oh, I'll fuck you up. Come on, you fuck. It's like, calm down. Shit, you're a goose.
I'm gonna beat you, eh? Sorry.
You ain't got no thumbs, bro. But, yeah, we got a couple episode ideas. Get those filmed here within the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Get those posted up. Put those on Facebook, also on my YouTube channel, Nader Zim. Again, I haven't done content because I'm trying not to die.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But he's good now.
Yeah, good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been busy the past month, trying not to die, getting married, that kind of shit.
Yeah, and holidays and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got more of those coming up.
I know. It's fucking Christmas, man. I can't even afford anything. Like, Merry Christmas. Here's a saltine cracker.
I like saltine crackers.
They're fantastic.
They're great.
Mm-hmm.
Soup.
But yeah, I mean, subscribe, please.
Yeah, guys, subscribe to Nader Zim on YouTube.
It's
Fucking
like
awesome
Invader
content. It's like Invader, but
without the V.
Yeah.
And it's all one word. You don't even got to space that shit.
Nope, you don't.
Oh, don't forget the little notification bell. Like, that's important, I guess.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit that notification bell
See-
so you know when they get some
You
content.
know when I put new content. Like I said, like I've been saying, I'm going to get Pokemon Nuzlocke Challenge started.
All
But busy. We're busy.
Yeah.
So
You should try that one Get Over It game. A lot of people have been raging over that. Literally raging.
I rage enough.
Okay. That'll rage you more. Alright.
That's why I don't play Cuphead.
All right, well, guys, if that'll do it, it's been great having you guys on. Matt, thank you for inviting me into your home.
Absolutely.
Even though I kind of was like, hey, I need a place to stay, and you're like, yeah, you can stay.
It's still kind of an invitation.
It's kind of an invitation. I was like, hey, I'm going to be in Chicago. Hey, stay with me. Okay. Felipe, thank you for joining me for
no
the
problem,
first time. It's been, like I said, a really great episode. I really enjoyed having you here. Matt, it's always great having you back.
He's a charismatic guy.
He really is. He's carried the show, honestly.
Thank you.
So that being said, you can, for those who haven't yet, please subscribe to the Journey into Comics Network. You get several different podcasts. You get the Butt Stuff podcast. You get Journey into Comics. You get Game. You don't get Game Addicts. That's on a separate feed. You go subscribe to them individually. You get the Brews with Dudes. You get my show, Podcastrophe. You get Journey into Wrestling, Literature. What else do we have? The Voice of Survival, which I was on today.
Did you say Brews with Dudes?
Brews with Dudes? I said that. You get that. You get, and so you
think you only
can
have 7.
subscribe to Journey into Comics Network on either Stitcher Radio, Podbean, Google Play, iTunes. We're on Spotify now. It's great. You can find all of this at Journey.
No, don't do that.
You can find all of this at journeyintocomics.com. You can find me at Podcastrophe or Facebook.com/Podcastrophe. I'm on Instagram. That's cool. I do some stuff on there. Not much, but it's there.
Follow on Patreon for early content.
Yeah, early content for $1.
Bonus content.
Bonus content for $3.
And if you're sick, Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah. For those watching on Facebook Live, just know all that stuff I just said. You can get all these episodes for free on all that stuff. Yeah, I don't always do live video, so you're missing out on a lot of content if you only do live.
This is what which one?
This
episode 5 or 4 or 5 live. So you're missing what, like?
This is probably 5 or 6 live.
Okay, well you're still missing like
who knows how
probably
many
like
episodes?
7 or 8 more. I don't know.
This will probably episode 16.
So you're missing quite a bit.
What do you want to title this episode?
The Bromates.
The Bromates.
I don't know.
I don't know. Just say something roommates. I don't know. It's not my podcast. Don't look at me.
I'll figure it out.
Winging it.
Dude, we should have
'Cause
all
we're
had
just
wine.
winging it.
That way we could have been like wine with guys.
Wine.
Whine about it.
I'll figure it out. But
Whine about it.
thanks again, guys. I've been Dick, and please make every day a big dick day.
Woke up this morning with my dick in my hand. Girlie's to the right of me, just like I planned. It's gonna be a big dick day. 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 Big dick day. It's gonna be a big dick day. It's gonna be a big dick day. It's gonna be a big dick